What is going on, everybody? It's Alex coming back here in the video, and today we are continuing the team-based 7-round mock series with the Minnesota Vikings. Hope you guys do enjoy. Of course, if you guys are new, drop a like, comment, subscribe. You know what to do, and of course, give me your feedback because I know you guys are Minnesota Vikings fans. You guys are going to be the ones who are going to be consuming this because, of course, this is all about your team. So please feel free to let me know where I'm slipping up, where I can improve, because of course I want to make all these mocks a lot better for you. Let's kick it off. Let's have some fun here. So we obviously got to wait a minute to get to the first pick, but Minnesota as a whole is a very unique franchise because you guys have a lot of talent, but sometimes you've been cursed in a division with Aaron Rodgers, but B, you have also been in a division that has consistent overturn of random dudes like Chicago. You'll see them being great one year, and they'll be terrible. You see Matthew Stafford coming in, going out. There's a lot that goes on in this division that keeps Minnesota where it's been, and that's pretty much mediocrity. Injuries as well. Dalvin Cook cannot usually stay healthy, which is very unfortunate because he is a monster. But looking at the way that we are right now, you got Kirk Cousins, which debatably is worth moving on from. He's going to be that guy who's always super consistent and super solid, just probably won't get you to the end line. But you know what? I decided to see what type of guys I should be expecting here. And DeMarvin Leal was here before. I think it's bullshit because, again, DeMarvin Leal is an absolute animal. But as you guys can see, Trent McDuffie's already off the board. And if you guys know anything about this draft board, Trent McDuffie is the worst of the first round corners. And that's not saying he's bad. He's extremely talented, but it shows you guys that there are no more high-end corners besides ones that have personality issues, which the whole entire reason that we don't have a cornerback too is because Jeff Gladney decided to pull this girl by her hair outside of his car. So a long story with that. However, I am actually going to trust that this is a potential option. I believe that DeMarvin Leal is an edge, but he has the weight to play interior as well. I love his potential here. You do have Michael Pierce. Don't know how much longer he's going to be here for. Something I probably should have looked up immediately before. Regardless, you still have some really solid talents, and you guys might be able to have some cash to be able to bring these guys back. DeMarvin Leal is the best value in terms of wins above replacement. Somebody who can be, he's arguably edge one above Kayvon Thibodeau. And he's going to be easily the best interior defensive lineman. So he's a guaranteed number 2 defensive lineman in the class that you are getting at around pick 16. It's really damn good value, and it's kind of weird to see him continuously fall. But I am actually going to trust the board and see how it falls. We have seen much crazier things. So again, we are not doing trades because it's too much RNG. I'll do this draft, and then if I did it again, I would not get any of the same trade offers. So it's a little bit unfair to do that. Of course, the players that I get are also going to be different this time than any other time. But we're sitting here at this spot, and actually, there's some really good talents on the board. I'm quite liking how this just decided to fall. Obviously, corner is something we really need, but again, this is a stacked free agent corner class, and we've been kind of screwed in terms of cornerbacks. We've been given the option to grab. Granted, we've been able to steal a guy like DeMarvin Leal, or Leal. That's something that I might have been slipping up on this whole time. But regardless, this is a spot where I know Woods actually has been doing a really good job, but the question is, do we want to have Woods and keep a pretty solid defense, or do we want to take a shot and be able to have an excellent defense? So I'm looking at a couple guys here. Brisker is honestly a really fucking good safety. I think they could put a strong safety role. But I think if you want to go, again, it doesn't make 100% sense because he is much more of that free safety style. But he has this mentality that's a strong safety. Doesn't have the weight of it, but Jalen Catalon is somebody who deserves to be in the first round. If you guys have not watched this guy play, he is absolutely unbelievable. I'm going to check actually the weight of Jaquan. So Jaquan, honestly, height to weight ratio is a little bit worse than even Jalen Catalon. I just absolutely love Jalen. And he's rangy. I don't know how long Harrison Smith's going to be left playing this league, at least at an extremely high level. He's still a very solid safety. But Jalen Catalon, we are also seeing 3 safety sets come around a little more. He is dynamic in coverage, unbelievably fast, and he is a missile to the ball. Sure, he misses some tackles. that's going to be something that you have to deal with the fact that this guy comes downhill at full speed. I think he is just so damn good. If you guys want, feel free to imagine me taking Jaquan Brisker at the spot. But I think Jalen Catalon's the best target right here. Getting that safety, getting the help on the defense, edge, interior, safety, anywhere, even linebacker, because linebackers now I've found out tend to fall. And I think Henry Teoteo arguably is number 2, if not number 1 linebacker in this class. So, of course, we're getting spammed by all of these trade offers because we have actually third and fourth round picks, right? As well as 5th and 6th, which is going to be very annoying, but we're talking through it. Who cares? We're having a good time here. I think, I mean, you're seeing this. It's a complete BS that how the draft board is falling. But yes, I am going to take advantage of it because why the hell not? So looking at the guys who are on the board, corners, yes, you can go after some of these guys. You could go after Sevyn Banks if you want, or Josh Jobe, Tywan Mullen. I honestly think a really good, I mean, Storm Duck is a steal. That's no doubt. But Joey Porter Jr. and Stephen Gilmore are actually really, really good steals, according to this draft board. Tree Castro Field, someone who you should probably be worth taking a shot on at towards the later stages in this draft. But for me, honestly, I think linebacker is the best way to go. Again, linebacker is a tough position to gauge going from college to the NFL. Mike Jones, 30% missed tackle rate. I'm not going to select him at this spot. We have Eric Kendricks there, who is an absolute stud in the pass game. I think Henry Teoteo is unbelievable. He is extremely athletic, coming from Tennessee. And I just watched him play. They played Ole Miss, and he looked unreal. He was able to attack the run game with excellent precision, and he had great pursuit. That's the word I was looking for. And then he wrapped up super well. So I like a lot of what I see from Henry Teoteo. If you think that he's worse than Christian Harris, it's not that much worse than Christian Harris, who's a beast in his own right. I think it's worth taking. Again, we took Chaz Surratt this last year. I personally didn't think that he would stick as a linebacker in the NFL. Best case scenario, he might have been a rotational will, which was he's very heavily overdrafted in my eyes. But getting Henry Teoteo brings where we lost. Now I'm bugging on the name. I think his name's Eric Wilson, which his first name might not be Eric, but Wilson who went to the Eagles. That's a perfect position for Henry Teoteo to play. So Henry Teoteo to play. It's just that is a tongue twister in its own. But I think that's a really good spot for him to step up, fill in, and be able to kick some ass. Because again, we're going into the Bears, they're going to be needing to run for quite a bit. Also, you need a rangy guy to make sure Justin Fields doesn't get out of the pocket. We don't DeAndre Swift and Jamal Williams are the things that make the Lions tick right now. So you need another rangy linebacker to make sure that DeAndre Swift doesn't bounce it out. And then you look at even the Packers, Aaron Jones, 4-year deal, AJ Dillon, and another really big bruiser. You need to make sure you can defend the run in this league. I mean, especially in your own conference and especially your own division. So, there's a lot to talk about there. I want to make sure that we weren't on auto pick because it has been a quick minute. But I did remember we do have a 5th round pick, and it's right coming up. So good for us. We're going to be – wow, James Skalski is on here. Jesus. Just totally forgot about that guy existing. But we could also look at corners here. Ali Green is not bad, but I took Storm Duck last time. I'm not going to do it again. That's a little bit ridiculous. Joey Porter Jr. is 100% on my target right now. Dude has unbelievable arm length. If you guys see it, it's like Kevin Durant on the damn field. Edge-wise, yeah, we're going Xavier Thomas. Fun fact, if you ever watched my first ever mocks for the 2021, my way too early 2021, I had Xavier Thomas in the first round to the Vikings. I think he's just such a damn good fit. And honestly, I'd be even considering taking Tyreek Smith here as well. But we are actually going to be going more of this corner route. We're going to be going Joey Porter Jr. here. Again, there's a lot of high-end plays there where if you're able to build up his consistency, be able to allow him to use his length as best ability, this might be a spot where he actually sticks. So for a 6th round pick, that's pretty damn good. We're taking the upside right now. So let's look at this next one. Of course, Storm Duck is here. I would love to take him, but we literally just took him in the last draft. It is quite unfair to do that currently. But we could take another shot on Stephen Gilmore. That'd be fun. That's something that you guys know I would like to do. I kind of want to be able to take a shot on somebody. Graham Mertz, funny. But it's like I'm looking just to see, hey, is there a really good quarterback to steal? Grayson McCall just needs to work on a better team. DTR is the worst quarterback in college history. He plays one great game and that's it, which shows that he actually has talent but never uses it. I mean, I was not a huge fan of Kellen Mond. That you guys, if you guys know anything, I was not a big Kellen Mond fan. Had him as my 8th quarterback in the class, which is higher than most people, surprisingly. But wow, Jamison Williams is actually I thought he was a freshman. I know you transferred to Bama from Ohio State. Dude, Jamison Williams is here? What? That is ridiculous. I think he's gonna be a legit first round contender right now. So out of respect for Jamison Williams, we're not gonna draft him. I just totally forgot that he transferred from Ohio State. Dude, this kid is a stud. He's like a first round stud. There's no reason for him to be down here. I just want to see who's around here. By the way, DeMarvin is actually really damn good too. But let's look at the best value. I think that getting another corner probably is the right move. You guys let me know if you guys think the same way. Stephen Gilmore, if I'm not mistaken, he is related to Stephon Gilmore, yeah. So he has that blood in him. It's worth taking in the 6th round, guys. I mean, right now, our corner core ain't doing too hot as it is. Worst case scenario, he's just practice squad guy with a name. You know, he's been growing up with arguably the best corner in the NFL. That's a pretty good thing to do. That's a good way to start. So I'm going to be definitely targeting that right now. Another place that we could probably go, we can go another edge here because, again, do we think Xavier Thomas is the full answer? No. But, of course, none of these guys are either. I'm still looking. I think the best value might be just getting a quarterback right here. Brian Robinson might be a good like third or fourth running back because he's been lighting it up right now. Tyler Goodson, another really good one. This is so sad. Mohamed Ibrahim is like a 2nd to 3rd round talent if you take away age. And then he got his Achilles tear this year. It's just like, oh, it sucks because he is so dominant. If you guys want to show some love for him, just please drop that down in the comment section because this guy definitely deserves all the love that anybody can give him because he is a damn good player. Somebody I'm thinking about trying to pick up right here just for some extra depth is Fedarian Mathis, Corey Durden, or Robert Cooper. All these guys I'm actually quite big fans of. Corey Durden, I think he was actually on Florida State before. You guys can fact check me on that. But honestly, the best thing that we could do is probably go after another Bama interior. Look at the Rams picks. They got 3 back-to-back. That's funny. Man, I'm just going to check their weights right now just to see. Maybe we can find somebody who's just a little bit bigger. Robert Cooper, we're going to go with him. Again, I was splitting hairs between those 3. I'm going to take the guy who's biggest at that point. Just get a guy who's really good at stuffing the run. Worst case scenario, he's a practice squad dude who's really good to run against in like 1st versus 2nd or 3rd teams. So we'll see how that goes. But for right now, I think that might be our last pick in the draft. I'm not 100% sure. The picks, like Minnesota is like the one team where I have absolutely no idea what picks you guys have. If we have another one, we're going to be probably taking, I was going to take a shot on Talia Tagovailoa just because why not? But there are some really good quarterbacks in here that I would have even taken a shot on. So I want to check really quick. Yeah. Honestly, if we had one more, I'd go Mohamed Ibrahim just to give him a chance. Like that guy is so good. And Colby Harvey-Peel, that's a really good steal. I totally forgot that he was honestly on the board. But that is going to be the draft, a really weird one where we had absolutely no picks for for 90 picks, and then just like had a cluster of them, then had no picks again. But let me know what you guys would have done differently. Let me know what you liked, what you didn't, and then how you would have changed. So I will see you guys later. Peace.